Hey guys, so today I'm here with Johnny, SEAL Team 3 operator, and we just want to talk to you really quick this week about not putting the emphasis so much on your gear and technology and neglecting developing yourself as the individual, because at the end of the day, you are the warrior, right? You are the foundation. And gear and technology is constantly changing, but you are the constant. And we see this a lot with people getting all sorts of gear and stuff like that, and relying on the equipment to do the work for them, and really neglecting their own personal development. You know, Johnny, you want to touch on that for a minute?
No, I mean, for instance, my Glock, it's bare bones. Iron sights, nothing else on it, just standard, nothing done to the trigger, nothing like that. But I will tend to outshoot somebody, let's say, who has red dot sight, lasers, fancy triggers, just because they rely on what we call as the additional gear, the Gucci gear, to make them a better shot, rather than this man right here. I saw him shot. He could shoot with any gun, and he's, keyholing every time.
Yeah, I mean that goes to the point to where it's like, then there's nothing wrong with having good gear, but we don't want the gear to replace our time that we focus on ourselves. You know what I mean? So don't rely on the gear as a crutch. And the ability to learn how to shoot is really just a technical skill. You know what I mean? Like, we could teach anyone how to shoot, and we could teach anyone how to shoot fast. But having good equipment and shooting fast doesn't make you a fighter. You know what I mean? There's a whole lifestyle that goes behind, being like, we call it, in terming it as a warrior, but like you can put it whatever. But if you want to run and gun and do all this kind of stuff that people see Navy SEALs do, or other special forces, or whatever, there's certain aspects to it that you have to bring forth. And one is that winning mentality. You know what I mean? It's like, losers make excuses and winners find a way. We have clients and stuff like that who will come up with all these different reasons on why they can't do something. And it's like, dude, you gotta find a way to figure it out.
Or if they don't have that one thing, that they won't figure out another way to do it. And that's kind of like a trait that we inherit, is just finding a way. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how you have to do it. And then the aspect of our health, our fitness, our practicing of combatives, and all these different things. And we don't have to be an expert at every single one, but we want to not neglect these and leave them out. We have a young man here we've been kind of mentoring over the week. We're down in Brazil right now, and we're finishing up a trip. And he wants to be a Navy SEAL. And he's 15, right?
Yeah.
Right? He's 15 years old. And one of the things that, not to rag on you, but one of the things that he had said to us, he's like, dude, I've never done a pull-up. And it's like, how many videos have you watched of the SEALs, guys climbing ropes, doing pull-ups, and all that kind of stuff?
Like many.
Many, right? So we get this, you're not the only one, we get this a lot. And it's like, hey dude, you can read the books, you can get the gear, you can, watch the movies, but unless you go do it, right? And if it's like, hey dude, his response was when we said, hey man, why are you doing pull-ups?
I don't have the equipment, the pull-up bar.
It's like, figure it out, build one, find a way to create a pull-up bar. You know what I mean? So don't let that stop you, and the ability to continue to push forward and to find a way to develop yourself in these different aspects that we know are important, but we make excuses for letting them get neglected. It's like it has to go from a want to a need. It's like someone who's drowning doesn't want air, they need air. You know what I mean? And when we focus on, I want to learn to protect myself, I want to be a warrior, it has to be like, yeah, dude, I want to be good. It's, I need to be good.
And I feel like if you've committed to that, I want to, like, this is what I want to do, why aren't you starting day one? Like,
Yeah.
from that day, look, that's what I want to do. I have this much time to do it. Just,
Yeah.
I mean, I have people that are, I've been talking to people who just are waiting and like not doing them. Like, well, I want to be a SEAL, but all right, well, have you done the standard entry test? Have you tried it? You know, no.
No.
I mean, that's
Pretty important.
pretty important.
Right? So in conclusion, it's, we have people who want to come train, you know what I mean? And we're not bashing people who have nice equipment, right? And I'm not bashing people who go to the range. But this last week we were doing vehicle CQB like we teach many times for family home protection and around your vehicle. And some people who are overweight or whatever have a hard time moving through the vehicle, getting out of the vehicle, being in the kneeling position or getting low to use the vehicle for cover concealment. And as I go, okay, cool. You're investing your money in training for the firearms portion, right? The technical skill of shooting, right? But are you investing in yourself, in your diet? Are you investing in yourself, in your fitness, your mobility, recovery, all that kind of stuff? So your training doesn't start when you show up to the range. And it doesn't start when you buy a gun. It doesn't start when you go to the range. It's before that with a lifestyle. Does that make sense? So the lifestyle supports your ability to move around that vehicle. And doing the technical training allows you to use the piece of equipment more effectively and efficiently when the time comes that you are in some kind of engagement. Anything to add on that?
No, absolutely right. I mean, I'd rather be able to move around and run, and
Yeah.
the weapon is secondary.
Yeah. So guys, I hope that helps a little bit. Just kind of jog your mind or give you a little prodding to get after it. And I want to ask you to go ahead and subscribe to our channel here so you get more of these videos. If you haven't checked out our podcast yet, head over to our podcast, check the link below. We'll put a link to the episode where Johnny and I talk for quite a bit on some different topics of
SEAL stuff, health.
SEAL stuff, health, transitioning out of the military, or if you're in an athlete or you're in a job and you lose your job and you have to start over, how do you deal with that identity shift of your life changing due to job change, career change, or identity shift? You know, really good talk we have. Hope you guys go check it out. And yeah, man, thanks, Johnny. We'll see you guys next week.
Thank you.